If you're making tea, as some people out there know I'm a bit of a lover of tea, you got to get the temperature right. And one of the ways you do that is by looking at the water in a saucepan. When you have small bubbles forming at the bottom of the water, that is believed to be between 70 and 80 degrees Celsius. When those bubbles get larger and start to rise, then that is between 80 and 90 degrees. When the bubbles get bigger and you start to move towards a rolling boil, that is between 90 and 100 degrees. So essentially and in theory, you should be able to tell the temperature of the water that you're using to make your tea purely by eye. When you're making a green tea, you want the water to be at about 70 degrees. I prefer a steep time of 3 minutes because that tends to bring out a lot of the more perfumed flavours. But with the same tea, it's worthwhile trying it at 80 degrees because at that temperature the tannins will start to come out and you'll start to get more of a rounded, well-bodied cup of tea. When you're talking about black tea, you can use boiling water, so that's not really a problem. With real coffee, you need somewhere between 80 and 95 degrees depending upon preference. Above 90 degrees though is supposed to bring out some of the nastiness if you're using a domestic method rather than a espresso method, because typically for coffee you tend to leave your coffee in the water brewing for an extended period of time, but with espresso, when the temperature can be between 94 and 96 degrees, the time is only about 24 seconds for the total exposure for the extraction. So essentially 80 degrees Celsius is preferred for a regular real coffee. So I just thought I'd tell you what I've been learning about the art of making tea and making coffee. Steep time for tea is about 3 minutes. So with a good kettle, it'll probably take longer if you're just making 1 cup for you to do your steeping than to do your boiling, and it shouldn't be hurried.